What is up, guys? Tukey here back again. This is Draft to Glory live on Twitch. If you're watching this when it's being recorded, you're a great person. If you're not, I still love you. Anyway, Draft to Glory, let's get into this. Starting with the offseason, the re-sign phase. We still have Nolan Patrick for one more season at the very least. But this is our last year that I think we could really say we're contenders. I mean, anything can happen. Anything can happen once you're in the postseason. But yeah, we need to win. And by the way, I guess I already went through. I'm an idiot. I went through the re-sign phase at the end of the last episode. How silly of me. Which means we're good enough right now to sim to the start of next season. I'll have to make some trades and stuff like that, but that's okay. That is okay. But it's the last. I mean, I'm going to assume it's our last year with Nolan Patrick. We got lucky that he didn't retire already. So I don't think we're going to get lucky twice. I think he'll retire at the end of this upcoming season. So we need to hope for the best. We need to hope for the best because I don't know if we have time to rebuild for a second time. As we do get offered Tyson Jost, but of course there is no trading for players in this series. I'm going to have to edit the trading block, aren't I? Teams are just going to spam me with offers. God damn it. God damn it. You know, see, if I was smart, I'd restart this episode once we're already at the start of the next season, because it would cut down on about 5 minutes worth of time. But you know what? That would require work and me redoing the intro, and that isn't going to happen. That is not going to happen. But that's okay. That is okay. And I do have to wonder how much that guy revving his engine outside my fucking window is picking up on the mic. I have no idea. But let's see. Let's see what happens this year. I don't know if we have the time to rebuild, though, as I was saying. Because when Nolan Patrick retires, I mean, it's already 2034. The end of the 2035 season, we have if we have 25 years to work, to go here, we don't have too much time left. I mean, we might still even be like a decent team as long as we have Quirk. But once Nolan retires, Svechnikov won't be too far behind him. Most of our defense is starting to get up there. Although we did end up trading a lot of the aging players a season ago. It ended up working out. We ended up getting a cup because of it, so that was pretty damn sweet. But, man, it's tough to say. So the goal here is to absolutely win another cup before we lose the face of our franchise and the face of this Series 1 Nolan Patrick. Who knows? If anything, I'm just waiting for that to happen. Because that way we can get the rebuild going a little bit more quickly and maybe we can win a cup in one of the final few years. But really, there's no way to know until it actually happens, and I'm hoping Nolan plays until he's 48 years old. He might be, I've mentioned it before, he might be the next Chris Chelios. He might be the next Chris Chelios, and that's the hope. But he's going to retire after this next year. So let's get the job done. Let's win one more cup. It would be our third in this series. Now, as far as the team goes, Crawford is listed as a starter, which is a little bit concerning. We'll have to see if he complains about ice time this year. On defense, we haven't had any major progression. Not at all. No major progression. We'll send down Foss. We still have our 6 defensemen. They're the same 6 guys from last year, which is fine. And then as far as defense goes this year, we'd have Kabanov and Randall as the depth players, or potentially somebody else if we swap them out. So the team's looking okay. And then the forward court, Nolan Patrick, still a first-line guy, but down to an 86 overall. Like I said, I think this is his final season coming up. I think we are finally reaching the end point for Nolan Patrick. And holy shit, 48. Holy shit, Rankin. Okay, well, yeah. The lineup's going to change here quite a bit before we even get started this season. Fortier, of course, tore up the AHL last season with the Hershey Bears. And I was thinking he might have an outside chance at making the NHL roster this year. I didn't think he'd be an 84 overall. So that is crazy. But you look at how many third-line guys we have, too, man. It's ridiculous. Zontag might be sent down here. Daly might be sent down. Strachan might have to be sent down. Damn. Tough decisions. Tough decisions to make. Let's send down Zontag and Daly. I won't trade Zontag. But, I mean, look at all these players that we could potentially get rid of. Say I take Strachan out of the lineup for the moment, right? Say I take Strachan out of the lineup for the moment. What are we looking like? We have a grinder, a playmaker. It's pretty much all playmakers. I mean, I wouldn't want to play Fortier on the third line. So let's see. If I send down, or not send down, but if I trade somebody away, get Zontag in on the fourth line, Hiwai, Wicca, and Marita, that's still a pretty good combination. Which means odds are Norena gets traded because Rudiel's not going anywhere. Lalonde probably isn't going anywhere. Yeah, he's better stat-wise. So Norena is getting traded. He's not a terrible player, but compared to our other options, he is the odd man out. So let's get rid of him. Pretty simple. Let's get rid of him. Unfortunately for Strachan, I don't think he's going to make it back to the to the NHL this season. He is a depth player, so it does kind of suck that he's going to have to be down in the AHL. He's not really going to progress, at least you would assume. But it is what it is. It is what it is. We have to make these tough decisions. So Norena, where's his value? I mean, it's not terrible, but he is a low top 9 guy. Could easily trade Zontag, and now would probably be the time. But you know what? We'll stick with him. We'll stick with him. People, the viewers of this series, have labeled him somewhat of a face of the franchise. Not quite a face of the franchise, but yeah, I mean, people seem to, enjoy having him on this team, so he shall stay. Can I get a second-round pick for Norena? Maybe, but not from New Jersey. Right. How about Chicago? Good old Chicago. Definitely not going to get a second. God damn it, come on. All right. Anaheim, I know the cap situation's really close, but let's see, will it work out? Can I get a second-round pick for him? No, I can't. I will take a third-round pick for him, though, and we'll send him to the Western Conference in the process. So there you go. Norena is out thanks to Fortier, among other players. And it did say it was going to call up Strachan automatically. It did not. We will call up Zontag, and we are good. Again, Strachan is the main victim of this series. And, I'll try not to mention the old Twitch chat too much. But somebody mentioned, why don't I trade Nolan Patrick while I still can? The people have decided previously, in a previous episode, that we're holding on to Nolan Patrick until he retires. That was one of the big turning points. It was decided, am I trading Nolan Patrick or keeping him until he retires? The people have spoken. We are keeping Patrick. We're keeping pretty much everybody. Or, not pretty much everybody. Like, if I wanted to trade Ross Winquist right now, I could. I'm not going to because he's still, despite not being a point scorer or a point getter, despite his shooting category, he's still a good player worth having. But Andrei Svechnikov, Nolan Patrick, they're not going anywhere. I mean, especially Nolan Patrick. He was the main guy we had to make a decision with. But, okay, what do we want to do here? What do we want to do? So we could have... Actually, this might be a really nice second line of Harvey, Fortier, and Winquist, even though I just mentioned Winquist is much of a point getter. Well, let's see, who's the better center here? That would be Rudiel. Francis Rankin. You know what? I think I'd rather have Rankin up on the second line. Because Winquist is a second line guy. Never mind. So we'll start off with that lineup. That lineup's not too bad, and then the defense is still oh so miserable. Our goaltending, though, is still in a pretty good spot. Now, down in the AHL, we do have quite a few scratched players. But overall, I think we're okay, and we'll just keep this team together. Except for Lalancet or Lalanchet, I have no idea. But only being a medium AHL guy, I know we had a medium top 4 guy that is currently scratched. And that was Kabanov. And Randall's only a 7th D, so we will swap these two out. Let's put Kabanov on the top pairing. And let's get the righties on the right, of course. Get Wennerberg up there. I'm starting to get worried for Wennerberg that he's not going to progress. He is 22 years old. This is a big season for him. If he doesn't step up this year, he's never going to progress to what you would hope that he would. So, all right, the team's looking okay. I think the team's looking okay, AHL-wise. I'm not going to sort by potential, or am I? They're all medium top 9 anyway. They're all medium top 9, with the exception of Bryce Strachan. So really quickly, let me just double check about the unsigned players that we have, just to make sure that there was nobody that absolutely had to get into the lineup. And if there wasn't, we get to move forward with this season. Of course, simming through the season is the quickest part of every episode like this. So it is what it is. And then we'll hopefully make the playoffs. I mean, who knows, man? Who knows? We might not even make the playoffs this year. That is a possibility. But potential-wise, low elite. Binneral, medium top 4. Shit, we have to get him into the lineup. We have to get him into the lineup. So that's going to complicate things a little bit. The low elite player, I mean, I could sign him, I guess. I mean, he is Finnish. And we have the other guys, but I think they're all, well, at least 2 out of 3 are Canadian. We could sign Haken or Haken, but he's not really worth it. I'll sign the low elite guy as well. And then we have a bunch of medium top 9 guys. Mikkola is probably the only one worth signing. A couple of medium top 6s. So yeah, we'll sign Mikkola as well. Shit. So I'm going to have to make a few more trades here. I thought we were in the clear and that we were good to go. We are not. I have to make a few more trades, but that's fine. That is fine. We'll be alright. Like I said, we'll still, as long as we avoid injuries, which rarely happens, we'll make it through the regular season fairly quickly. I'm not, I'm not saying that's going to happen. We'll probably, have an injury every 5 seconds or so. But we'll see. So I could get rid of Daly. I could get rid of Strachan. Walensky's medium bottom 6. Let me take a look at some of the potentials here. Actually, you know what? Here, let's just go by the trade value. That's fine. So Walensky would be worth getting rid of. Strachan and Daly are good as depth players. Popovich and Matthews are both 23. We have a bunch of these guys that are 23 and just aren't going to get any better. So Popovich and Walensky are the 2 forwards that we will get rid of here. I could just send them wherever. And then we should be fine. I will have to set the AHL lineup again, but it won't take too long. I promise. Can I get a 3rd round pick for him next year? Nice. That's a really good deal in our favor, actually. That is a really, really good deal in our favor. Let's go best lines really quick. And then I just have to trade Walensky, who isn't going to be worth a damn thing. Not a damn thing. But, like I said, at least we'll get something for him. I mean, 4th to 5th rounder, more than likely. Who else can we talk to about this? I should have gone the other way. That's where all the contract spots were. St. Louis. St. Louis. How would you like to have yourself one medium bottom 6 prospect who's never going to progress to anything? I will gladly take that 4th round pick. I don't believe the 3rd would have gone through. Let me set the scouting while I'm here. Let's see, do I want to go 2 weeks or 3 weeks for every spot? Let's go 3 weeks. I mean, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to go 6 weeks for all the WHL spots. The scouting is so fucking stupid. I've said it a million times, so I'm not all that concerned about it. I might as well at least have the CHL, who tends to end up with the best prospects anyway. Might as well have that very well scouted. But again, let's get this team set up one final time. Gonna have to send people down really quick, aren't I? Bergenheim, Binneral, and Mikkola. The new 3 amigos on that team. On the Hershey Bears. Let's see. So best lines again. The goaltending is going to be set. Defense, la lancette, la chelepete. Something French. We'll bring in Kavanov. And again, we'll put him and Wennerberg on the top pairing. We'll bump up Backstrom. Or will we? Yeah, Backstrom's better there. And then Fost or Saprikin. It does not matter. One-handedness is our friend Binneral. He is a lefty. Sweet. I could actually get rid of one more defenseman. Because we're not going to need him. Let's go with... Let's take out Fost. He's not looking too good. He's not looking too good. Sabinarol is in, and we'll bump him up. Yeah, fourth pairing, yeah, because there's a fourth pairing defense. We'll bump him up to the second pairing defense. We're good to go. And then on offense, Bouchard is fine. Who the hell do we want to take out of the lineup here? Prokop and Matthews, both 23. They're not looking too good anyway. So we'll take them out as well. We will take them out as well. Which means Cullimore is medium top 9. Rycroft low top 6. Paré low top 6. And Lysak. Actually, we're good. We are good. It put both of our guys into the lineup here. Bergenheim and Mikkola. So we'll bump them up to the second line. And damn it, we're good. We are finally good to go. I'll hold off on making those trades. I could trade away some extra AHL depth players for some extra picks. I'll wait to do that until the trade deadline. And that way we kind of know what teams are shit, and I can get a little bit better picks out of it. So let's go. The new season, 2034, 2035. My God, we are so far into the series. But we're not done yet. Let's see what the new season will bring. Will we find success? Will it be Nolan Patrick's final series? Time will tell. Well, will it be his final season in this series, I should say. I certainly hope not. Once he retires, we start to decline, and then it's all downhill from there. So, fingers crossed that this is a good season for us. Fingers crossed that we avoid injuries. But then again, we do have good squad depth this year. That's what I was trying to say. Why I couldn't think of that, I have no idea. But we have good squad depth. Our goaltending is really good. But there's just no way of telling, man. There's no way of telling what this season is going to bring. Damn. But, like I said, time will tell. Now's the fun part, where I don't have a whole hell of a lot to talk about, right? I don't have a whole hell of a lot to talk about. I could make reference to the Twitch chat, which, you know, I mean, they're there. They're there. We got people watching. It's been a good night so far. But then again, considering I don't have the old Twitch chat up on the screen, the people on YouTube might feel left out. So, yeah, you never know. Hell, hockey news, I didn't find out. I completely missed today's news. I didn't even know. As I got a Rocket League invite. I didn't even know. Wow, I actually got an offer for a Liljegren. That's hilarious. I didn't even know that UC Okinen signed with Edmonton until I started streaming today. I had no idea. I missed all of today's news. Still no news on Yager, though, which kind of sucks. By the way, funny story about Rocket League and why I got that invite. A couple of months ago, it must have been like February or March, I was playing Rocket League with some friends. And we ended up on a team. God, I think we were playing Drop Shot on Rocket League. Not that details matter. But we were playing Rocket League. We ended up on a team with this guy. And he was just awful. Like, he was absolutely awful. But after the game, we ended up losing because he was awful. And he just sent me messages for the better part of 2.5 hours. Saying, 1v1 me, 1v1 me. And I wouldn't. I just laughed at him. So, as revenge, as we get an offer for Patrick Laine too, as revenge, he went to, and I knew, like, Rocket League has, like, a whole trading kind of thing. He went to one of the trading sites on Rocket League and posted that my gamer tag had, like, the best stuff in the game. So, still to this day, months later, I get people sending me Rocket League party invites because they think I have the best items in the game on Rocket League. So, I'll give that guy credit. Like, within an hour of finding out he had posted that, I had 250 messages. It was hilarious. He probably think like, oh, I fucking trolled that guy so good. I was dying laughing. I wish at that point I could have been streaming on Twitch because I was dying. It was so funny. Literally every sec. Like, I could have left, like, basically, say I were doing a 3-hour stream, you wouldn't have seen the message notification stop for that entire stream. It was the best. Oh my God. I give that guy full credit. Full credit. It was absolutely hilarious. It was hilarious then, and it's still hilarious now. whenever I get a random damn message. So there you go. If somebody ever challenges you to a 1v1, make sure you don't decline, or they will troll the hell out of you, apparently. I just noticed we have lost in overtime 6 times already this season. Damn. Like, it's not going too well so far this year, is it? My God. I mean, the pity points will help, but so far, not so good. It's so damn hot in this room, too, man. And this Arnold Palmer, it's so delicious. But the good thing is, we're not exactly out of the postseason contention at this point. We're doing okay. We have plenty of time to turn it around. But I'll have to take a look at the line combinations here. And let's just go best lines to get Peacock back in on defense. He's not 100% healthy for this next game, which kind of sucks, but that's okay. Who's doing the best this year? Everybody sucks. That's just that's the answer as to who's doing well this year. Just nobody. We are terrible so far this season. Let's fix the lines here. How's Harvey doing? Not well. 48, not well. Winquist is doing okay. The third line's actually doing all right. Here, let's put Yell and Rankin with Harvey. And we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. But, man, if we were to miss the playoff, I genuinely believe if we were to miss the playoffs this year, that would seal Nolan Patrick retiring. So, we need to make it. We need to make it. Although, then again, making the playoffs and being eliminated in the first round, not exactly the ideal way for Nolan to go out either. But, I mean, I said, and we agreed, that I wouldn't trade Nolan Patrick for this series. But if it's very clear that we're... Holy shit, the Hershey Bears, by the way. But if it's very clear that we're not going to be a playoff team this year, it might be worth trading Nolan Patrick. I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, I should be able to get a first-round pick for him, even if it's a later first-round pick. But I don't know, man. Just the thought of trading the face of our franchise, it just doesn't sit too well with me. It really doesn't. He needs to be a Cap throughout his entire career. He was here for the early seasons where we'd only win like 2 games a year, and he has seen us win 2 cups in that time since. We are starting to string together some wins, though. I know we lost to Colorado and to Anaheim, but hey, another pity point, so that's fine. That's fine, but still, the Hershey Bears, 19-3-2. Oh my God. That, maybe this year will work out. It might not work out for the Capitals. But I've said it before, the one thing that we can accomplish that we haven't yet done is win the Calder Cup. This might be the year. I thought last year was the season to get it done, especially with the season that 40A had, which again, if you missed that, go check out the last episode. But, I mean, he's not even on that team anymore. He's on the main team. So, interesting that they're doing as well as they are. Certainly unexpected. These trade offers are killing me. I think I have to clear out the trading block again. Yeah, I'm going to go do that because this is getting to be pretty damn annoying. We are on 39 points this year. Both wildcard spots currently belong to the division. We are 5 games short of the halfway mark. But, I don't know. We still have time. We still have time to turn it around. And indeed, I need to clear the trading block one more time. Which is kind of annoying that it resets. Like, I'm pretty sure... Oh, actually, no, wait. That was at the... that was for the free agency, wasn't it? That was during free agency, so that would explain why everything popped back up. That is my fault. How dare I make an assumption about EA? But it's okay. It's alright. It's okay. We'll be all good. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I have no idea what I'm saying. I'm just trying to kill time until we hit March 1st. So I can make those extra deals. Kabanoff goes down with a pulled groin. That is unfortunate. I haven't checked his progression. I really don't need to, considering Hershey have done as well as they have this season. So why bother looking at stats? Let's just let them go. They're off on the races. They're good. What am I talking about tonight? Man, it's even worse now. If I feel off my game when I'm just recording, for just offline, when I'm just on YouTube, that's fine. But when I'm recording and also broadcasting live on Twitch and I just cannot speak, that's kind of an issue. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. But that's okay. Again, standards, quality, I never promised anything. I never promised a damn thing. And again, it doesn't help that it's like 90 degrees in this room. I can't wait until the fall. I can't wait until winter. So I can play some goddamn pond hockey and also record without just sweating to death. People keep asking, when's the webcam? If I had a webcam up right now, the only thing you would see is somebody sweating to death and losing their mind while they try to focus and try to make looking at a calendar exciting and interesting. Not all that easy to do. Not all that easy to do. But let's see. OHL defense. Again, we'll go 6 weeks. Why the hell not? Hershey, though, man. That's crazy. They're going to reach 30 wins before they hit 10 losses. They need 1 win in their next 3 games to do that. That is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Oh, yeah, and I guess fair point. You'd see me sweating to death and trying to make this entertaining. And, yeah, also, I mean, I'd probably just keep the webcam focused on my dog the entire time and just clickbait the hell out of it. Look at this dog. And then on YouTube, all of my thumbnails, I'll just start putting a picture of some random girl's chest like everybody else does. Yeah. Start fucking... just start paying my friends, just being like, hey, act like you're my girlfriend, and yeah, let me exploit you a little bit for YouTube views and money. Which, hey, if somebody does that, more power to you. Money's lovely. Money's the best. So who cares? But we are past the All-Star break. We just barely have a losing record. Thankfully, the OTLs help out quite a bit. I have a feeling we're going to need all the help we can get. Of course, both wildcard spots, the last time we checked, belonged to the Metro Division. So we'll see what happens. Fingers crossed. Like I said, though, once we hit February 28th, I have to trade away at least 2 players from the AHL team. Let's say at least 2 players from the AHL team. And we'll try to get as high a draft pick as we can, but we don't really need them. We don't really need them. Might as well get those extra picks. Although, of course, with the last entry draft, we really didn't make the most of it, did we? We really didn't make the most of it. So, do I really want those extra picks? That just puts more pressure on me to actually do well in the draft, which hasn't gone too well lately. But then again, if worse comes to worse, and we end up losing Nolan Patrick, we'll be picking towards the top of the draft more frequently moving forward. So we'll end up with better picks. So that's good. But here we go. February 28th, we have a 31-23-8 record. The Hershey Bears are the best team in the AHL. They have to be. They have to be. And we are outside the playoff structure. I mean, we're tied in points with Columbus, who have that second wildcard spot, but we're 7 points back of New Jersey. So we are a fringe playoff team this season, which is unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. So how is the team doing this year? My God, Andrei Svechnikov just doesn't quit. What a beast he is. Nolan Patrick, 86 overall, still just having himself one hell of a year this time. 60 points this season. What a beast. And Yuri Khudobin over the 50-point mark as well. Junior Harvey's having a good year. Rudy Yell. Francis Rankin struggling a little bit. I need to break up that third line, I think. So what can I do? I'll bump up Winquist again. And then who's the... Actually, yeah, I thought Lalonde was the center. Rankin's actually the best center out of the 3. So yeah, let's put Rankin at center. And of course the fourth line will stay the same on defense. It's just as brutal as it's always been over the last few seasons. Quirk's actually not having the best season. He's really not having his greatest year, and that would, that's probably the reason as to why we are struggling a bit. Say hello to my friend Dave, everybody. Say hello to my friend Dave. I really should turn off the old notifications. I normally do when I record or when I stream. I forgot to. There you go. But all right, so who do I want to get rid of? Wow, Bergenheim. I guess that was a good idea to put him into the lineup. Low elite player, already listed as a depth player, which means I could call him up if I wanted to, but I think I'll save that for next year. I will put him on the top line though. Mikola to 78 overall is looking all right, too. So, goddamn, I hate it when the lineup glitches out. Binnerall and Kabanov. At least Binnerall's making progression. Goaltender Wayne Spencer is really making progression. So who did I want to get rid of? I have my 2 depth defensemen. I need to get rid of 2 forwards. And it's going to be the 2 low top 6 guys because I don't have much faith in that potential. So Pare and Rycroft are the guys that we are going to get rid of here. They are the guys we are going to get rid of. All right, let's do this. Did you hear me clicking away on the old keyboard? I appreciate that. But, yeah, let's do this. The fact that the NHL cap tube is up to $102 million. If this wasn't this series, I would be able to abuse the hell out of contracts more than I typically do. So let's see. God, I already forgot. It was Pare and who else? They were the low top 6. They're going to have good potentials, aren't they? Or good trade values. I mean, they're in line with the medium top 6 guys. I'm just going to get rid of them. There's a chance that they could end up being decent, but I don't really care. So Arizona was on 24 wins. Chicago at 21. Who else is pretty shit here? 21 wins for Chicago, 22 for Pittsburgh. All right, let's go talk to the Blackhawks. I don't think that they have the extra contract spot, unfortunately. I think I already checked back with them. They do not. Let's go talk to Vancouver on 23 wins. They have an extra spot. They do not. Can I talk to Toronto then at least? Please? No? God damn it. St. Louis, please be my hero. Thank you very much. So for Pare, I should be able to get a second-round pick. Maybe? Please? Damn it. All right. Hey, you know what? A third rounder's not bad. A third rounder isn't terrible. I mean, from St. Louis, it's kind of terrible. But, you know, whatever. I don't have faith that with low top 6 potential that they're going to turn into anything. So, I'm all right with getting rid of them. We have other players in the lineup. I mean, medium top 9, clearly medium top 9 and low top 6. I mean, the players have the same trade values, so they're about equal anyway. So, I'm not all that concerned. Rycroft, where can we send you? Might have to be to St. Louis. To St. Louis as well. Anaheim. Can I get a third round pick from you? Didn't I just check with Anaheim? No, I didn't. Not going to be able to get that second. But how about... Nope, we already got their third too. Shit. Can I get your second round pick next year? Please? Shit. Alright, that complicates things. I'm going to have to trade him to St. Louis as well. How about for your third round pick next year? Thank you very much. All right, those players are gone. The team remains the same. Let's go. Let's move forward with the rest of the season. We will hope for the best. 20 games to go. We're still in playoff contention. I can't trade Nolan Patrick under those circumstances. He stays. Again, it might be his last year, but he stays. I mean, if we were truly awful, I would have gotten rid of him. But we weren't so terrible that it's... I mean, if we were, like 20 points less than what we have, I would have traded him. Even though we came to the decision of holding on to him for the rest of the year, I think he's going to retire, man. I think we got extremely lucky that we even have him for this season. But, I don't know. We'll see what happens. The good thing is, too, our backup goalie, good old Harold there, Harold Crawford, is all right with his ice time being a backup, despite being listed as a starting goaltender. So we got lucky there as well, which is good. We got lucky there. 44 wins for the Hershey Bears. Even if we don't make the playoffs with Washington, I'm fine. This season is more about Hershey. Cole Lind, wow. 76 overall, but he has a $6.4 million contract. Oh my God. That is ridiculous. I'm not allowed to claim him. We made a rule about waivers. He's 36 years old now. Wow. Cole, I'd love to pick you up for the rest of the season, buddy, but I can't. Especially because there's still a decent chance of us, if I were to claim him, he could be better than a 76 overall. That could just be morale related because they're probably mistreating him. But don't worry, Cole. You're a crucial figure in rebuilding Hockeytown. So at least we treated you properly in that series. Again, I just can't speak tonight. I cannot speak tonight, but that is all right. as we are about to hit April 1st. Let's see. Sim that game against the New York Rangers. Can we get the win? Yes, we can. We're on 38 wins. The Hershey Bears have a chance for 50 wins, by the way. Without a doubt, the best team we will see in the playoffs. Oh, the Penguins suck this year, which means we'll lose to them. Are we in the postseason as it stands with just a few short games to go? Oh boy. Guys, we are in trouble. We have 4 games to go, and we are 3 points back of the Carolina Hurricanes. We might miss the playoffs in Nolan Patrick's last season. Now, remember, the last time that we barely missed the playoffs, we won the lottery. We were basically the Philadelphia Flyers, except we ended up with the first overall pick and drafted Yuri Khudobin. I don't think we're going to get that lucky this time. But, oh man, Carolina has a game in hand too. Yeah, we do need to win pretty much all 4 of our final games to secure it. I think Carolina's going to beat us. I mean, this division was crazy. And, of course, all of our final games are against, teams in this division. At least typically. And, my God, look at that. The top 3 teams are all in our division this year. The Islanders are up there. Absolutely crazy. So, where are we? We are currently 18th in the league. But, yeah, it's not looking too good. It's not looking too good. I won't look at the point totals just yet. We'll back out of that. We'll take an in-depth look, though, once the season is over, because it's going to be over sooner rather than later, unless we pull off a miracle and make the playoffs here, which very well is probably not going to happen. We just lost 6-2 to the worst team in the league. That'll do it. There's no way we make the postseason now. We have... Our final 3 games are against teams in the top 6 of the NHL, and we just lost to the worst team in the league by the score of 6-2. Guys, the run is over. The run is over. The Washington Capitals are going to miss the postseason, unfortunately, and that could very well spell the end of Nolan Patrick's career. Now, we will be able to follow the Hershey Bears, as it's looking like they're going to break the 50-win total. But unless Carolina really screws up, we're done for. We have to win at least one of these 2 games. That seals it. Yeah, losing to Carolina seals it. I'm just going to wait for it to pop up on top of the screen. There it is. It is official. For the first time in a long time, the Washington Capitals miss the postseason. Last year, 2 years ago, really, we won what was our final cup. And what I assume will be our final cup in this series. And now, last year, eliminated in, was it the first round or the second round? I'm confusing it with the Nation United. Struggled in the postseason last year, and now this time, I know we lost to the Islanders, did we not? Niinimaa struck again? Or was it Florida? I don't remember. It's tough to remember sometimes. But, regardless, we miss out. The Hershey Bears, though, do have a chance to finish with 50 wins. Will they be able to do it? Can they win just one of these final 2 games? And we'll be paying attention to the Bears as we move forward, as they hit 50 wins. So, oh boy, 51 wins, actually. So the thing is, not a very strong season. Not a very... it was a strong season for the Caps. Just an unfortunate ending. With the Hershey Bears, the one thing we haven't done, as they had to have won the best record in the league. The one thing we haven't done is win the Calder Cup. Could this be the season? Could this be the season? That is the question, as I am sorry, I am stuck paying attention to the Twitch chat. My God. Listen to the clicks of the keyboard. That's okay. Anyway, looking at this team, why have they done so well this season? Antti Bergenheim is probably a pretty big reason. Len Daly, a pretty big reason. My God, Mikkola had a hell of a rookie year. As well, Gord Corrado hit 30 goals. They have a good team. They have a good team. It could be the year for them. Let's actually take a look, as we'll find out who we're playing in the first round, then I'll take a look at the Capitals stats for this year. And then we'll take a look at what the Bears did this season before following along with the Bears in their postseason run. They play the Rochester Americans in the first round. So let's take a look. Actually, I didn't even want to look at that, but I do want to see, did they win the award for best record? They did. They beat the Chicago Wolves by 1 point. How do you like that? Damn. How do you like that? Let's take a look at the stats, though. We'll take a look at the Caps first, because we, of course, want to focus on the Bears. The Bears. Svechnikov, 79 points. Is it his last season? We have to worry about it. He's at that age where any season now, it could happen. Nolan Patrick, if it is your last season, man, 71 points in 82 games. The face of the franchise down to an 84 overall. That's probably because of morale, but still. Hudobin had a good year, 65 points, 57 for Harvey. James with 43 points, 48 with 36, and Rankin with 32 in their rookie seasons. But, oh, we fell just short. We fell just short. As disappointing as that is. Stephen Quirk with a nice 69 games. But our goaltending is arguably what let us down this year. It is arguably what let us down this year. A .917 save percentage for Quirk and .897 for Harold Crawford. He had a really good start to the season, but Crawford turned out to not be that great. So, goaltending let us down. Goaltending let us down this season. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Let's take a look, though, at the league-wide scoring race. We'll look at the Bears, and then we'll follow along in the postseason. I'll probably do the draft in this episode as well. Why the hell not? But let's see. Lars Lundstrom and Riley Tufte with 94 points each. Identical. 58 goals for 36 assists. 93 points for Marty Hatcher. My God, he had 5 players with 90-plus points. That is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Svechnikov was up there at least, but I imagine it was Lundstrom and Tufte the goal scoring. It was with 58. The assist leader was Tommy Reich. 67 helpers as a defenseman. That is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Down in the AHL. 60 points for Len Daly. Of course, he was on the NHL squad last year, so that's pretty damn good. Mikula, as a rookie, 57 points. Not too shabby. 30 goals for Gord Corrado. Could it be the year? The one thing we have never done in this series. Can we find a way to win the Calder Cup? Spencer with a .930 save percentage. It was a pretty true tandem, 48 games and 30 games. But let's find out. Let's find out. Can the Hershey Bears get the job done this season? And then after that, it be like fucking Deal or No Deal. Just I don't know what to do. It's like no, actually, would it be like Deal or No Deal? Not really. I think it's more stressful than any game show. Is Nolan Patrick going to retire? I don't know why Deal or No Deal came to my mind. Maybe because I was watching America's Got Talent. I saw Howie Mandel, and I'm like, oh yeah, shit, he used to host that show. Anyway, I'm rambling again. Let's sim. I don't want to go into the. Do I want to fucking? God damn it! I don't know what to do. I guess I'm gonna sim it from this screen because they've done really well. Although, granted, they just lost in overtime. All right, well, fuck it. We'll go into the sim engine. That's fine. We'll do it this way. We're going to go quick, though. I'm not going to count down the third period, but we will just go. First period, we're up 2-1. Second period, up 3-2. And third period, it's a 3-2 win. So that's how we're going to handle it. I won't sim from the calendar, but a 3-2 win for the Bears in Game 2. Wayne Spencer had himself one hell of a game, which isn't too bad. And, well, let's see. We lost from the calendar screen. We won from the sim screen, so we'll continue with the in-depth sim. But again, I won't be counting down the third period like I typically do for normal postseason games. So first period here of Game 3, Strachan with the lone goal. Second period, Bodie ties it. Third period, it's going to happen. Stafford's going to score. That's what's going to happen. And the Bears have bounced back. We get the 2-1 victory in Game 3. We are 1 win away from taking care of the Rochester Americans in the first round. Can they force that decisive Game 5? Let's find out, or will we end the series right here? First period. I got a feeling that we're going to end the series right here. Just call it a hunch. Call it a hunch. I have a feeling we're going to end the series right here. Second period is scoreless, and the third period results in 3 more goals. Good God, this could be the year. This could be the year. 7-0 in Game 4, and the Hershey Bears are moving on to the second round. All right. Well, that's good. At least we got that first series win out of the way relatively quickly. And going into the actual sim engine, worked out pretty damn well. Going into the actual sim screen. We have to play, though... Oh, we have to play the second round, though, against the Hartford Whalers, Hartford Wolfpack. They should just call them the Whalers. I mean, they used to call them the Connecticut Whale. I mean, God, just bring back the Hartford Whalers. How about that? First game of round 2. Let's see what happens here. First period, and it's Benaral with the opening goal. Second period, Strachan adds another one. And third period, my God, this offense right now for the Bears. Holy shit. 5-0. My God. 12 goals in the last 2 games. And the Bears win again. The Bears win again. We'll move right on to Game 2. No need to make any lineup changes. Can this finally be the year that we take home some hardware at the AHL level? First period of Game 2 is scoreless. Second period is not. Langdon and Saprikin with the goals. Third period is scoreless. We go to overtime. Who's going to get the winner? 3, 2, 1. And it is, I believe his name is Dave Matthews, actually. 2-1 win for Hershey in Game 2. My God, I didn't even take a look at their lineup. By the way, that is probably Ilya Samsonov. I created him. He should still be an active player. He shouldn't have retired at this point. I'll actually take a look just to clarify. But Ilya Samsonov is one of the numerous players that I created. So let's take a look. Wow, we have them beat statistically everywhere, which I'm not surprised. We do have a pretty damn decent AHL team. Let's see, though. Let's take a look. Is that Ilya Samsonov? No, it's Ivan Samsonov. Well, there you go. Drafted in 2033. So there you go. There you go. It is not Ivan Samsonov or Ivan Samsonov. That's all right. That's good. I'd rather not face Ilya Samsonov. He'd probably be better. Anyway, Game 3 against the Hartford Wolfpack. First period, not a great start. Second period, third period. Okay, well, we might have a series. We might have a series on our hands. 4-0 loss. 4-0 loss. We go to Hartford for Game 3, and immediately it didn't go too well. Game 4. Let's see if we can bounce back. Can we bounce back? Let's find out. First period. Don't do this to me, please. Don't. Second period. Thank you. Third period, it all comes down to this. Not really. It's only Game 4, and it's Matthews again. Matthews again, and the Bears have the 3-1 series lead. But they lose starting goalie Wayne Spencer for a week. It's always something. For every positive, there is a goddamn negative in this series. But we will go with Toby O'Neill. He had a pretty good season. Tanaka will be the backup, and we'll see if O'Neill can carry them forward. Moving on. I'm so tempted to maybe try to send down Fortier, but I don't think it'll work out too well. He'll probably lose morale. We're moving on to Game 5. Can the Bears end this series? And I don't know if we've even made it to the Eastern Conference Final before with the Bears. We're pretty much the Washington Capitals. We just can't get past the second round with the Bears. Is this the year, though? Game 5, first period, 1 goal apiece. Matthews is on fire, my God. Second period, Stafford gives us the lead. Will we end the series right here and right now? Yes, we will. Matthews scores again. Did we make the Eastern Conference Finals last year with the Hershey Bears? Well, silly me. Silly me. Well, it was recent. I was thinking like way back when. That's a lot of seasons to remember. Like I mentioned too, I have 3 series I'm trying to balance at once. It's hard to remember, man. I'm old. Not really, but I'm old. Again, not really. Anyway, oh my God, come on, not now. Isn't this what happened last year? We get to the Eastern Conference Finals and the injuries just started adding up. Binneral is out. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. So we'll put in Fost. And we'll see what he can do. We'll have Kapanoff on the top pairing. We'll see what happens moving forward. But we are going back to the Eastern Conference Final. Is this the year, finally, for the Hershey Bears to find that success? Good thing is our starting goaltender will be 100% healthy, and the other series had to have gone to 7 games. If not that series, one of the 2 Western Conference series. We play the Toronto Marlies in the Eastern Conference Final. Damn, Chicago Wolves and Stockton Heat are the Western Conference matchup. But, all right. Can this finally be the year, man? I certainly hope so. And we're going to lose Nolan Patrick. That's the only thing I can think of. We are going to lose Nolan Patrick. It's going to happen. So I need somewhat of a pick-me-up here. As I type really quick. Again, had to take care of something. It's all good, though. It's all good. Moment of silence for Nolan Patrick, who's about to retire. Let's do this. Let's do this. Eastern Conference Final, Game 1. Of course, we have home ice advantage. Let's go. First period is scoreless. Second period is scoreless. Third period, will we have a winner? We will not. We go to overtime. Still deadlocked. 0-0. Who's going to win this game? 3, 2, 1. And my God, Stafford strikes again. He and Matthews have been on fire this entire postseason. And the Hershey Bears take Game 1. The Hershey Bears take Game 1. Good start. 1-0 final. In overtime, we'll jump right into Game 2. Let's keep this going. Let's keep this going. First period of Game 2 is not scoreless. Wennerberg, and with 1 second left, Rupp scores on Spencer. Second period, oh boy. Parker and Sloan. We're down 3-1. Do we have a comeback in us? We do not. The Marlies take Game 2 by the score of 3-1. Pretty damn disappointing. But that's alright. We still have a long way to go. Binneral might be fully healthy for this game. Is he? He is not, so we're not going to put him back into the lineup yet. Game 3. First period. Let's go. When I said let's go, that's not what I had in mind. Second period. Bergenheim gets 1 back. Do we have the comeback in us? We don't. Carl with the empty netter. And the Marlies, the Toronto Marlies, have won 2 straight games. Wayne Spencer's injured again and is out for pretty much the rest of the postseason. Yeah, we're done for. Injuries again, man. Injuries again. Every time. So, Toby O'Neill has to be the guy for us. Toby O'Neill has to lead the way. Can he get the job done? Binneral should be 100% healthy by the time the next game rolls around, which is good. We're going to need him. By the way, I should just double check. Is it Dave Matthews? It's Dwight Matthews. I'm going to call him Dave Matthews. It's fine. But Dwight Matthews and the fourth line center, Isaac Stafford, have done incredibly well. And to be honest, I'm looking at making some lineup changes. Let's drop Prokop down. We'll have he, Bouchard, and Blackard. And we'll bump up Stafford and to Matthews' line. We have a lot of power forwards. And here, we'll swap Daly with Strachan. All right, there we go. There we go. Let's see what happens. Moving on to Game 4. We find ourselves down 2-1 in the series after back-to-back 3-1 losses. What the hell? The 4th of July was 3 days ago, yet I'm still hearing fireworks. The hell. Anyway, first period here of Game 4. Kane with the opening goal. All right. Second period, Daly ties it up. Third period, will we find ourselves down 3-1 in this series, or will we tie it up? Let's find out. And we're going to overtime. Mikkola, and then 20 seconds later, Marchand tied it up. Is that the Marchand we used to have on this team? I don't remember. Anyway, overtime. Again, the same question. Will we tie the series up, or will we be down 3-1 in this series with little to no chance of a Calder Cup appearance? It's going to double overtime. My God, let me just hit the button. Of course. Shit. I think the dream's over, guys. All in all, this is going to be remembered as an extremely disappointing and depressing episode, as the Caps didn't make the playoffs, and now the Hershey Bears, after their best season yet, are one game away from being eliminated in the Eastern Conference Final, apparently yet again. Shit. First period, scoreless. Second period, scoreless. Third period, we're going to overtime again. Jesus. Bakos and Mikkola who tied it. Overtime. Will the season end? Double overtime. Will the season end? Yes, it will. Tukkanen with the goal. And the Hershey Bears lose in the Eastern Conference Final in 5 games. Oh my God. This season had so much promise. It really did. Like, we looked really good. We looked really good with the Caps. And obviously we fell just short. And then here with the Bears, we looked really good. Like, we steamrolled our first 2 opponents. We run into the Toronto Marlies. And might as well just ran headfirst into a brick wall, apparently. Wow. What a disappointing end to this season. Are the Marlies going to win the Calder Cup? That's my question. I mean, we'll take a look at their lineup. Anyway, they did. We lost to the eventual Calder Cup champions. The Florida Panthers also won the Stanley Cup this year. A 51-win season. A 51-win season. Wasted. Damn. Really quick, let me look at the brackets, as I tend to do. As the Panthers beat the Edmonton Oilers in 7 games. Damn. And then down in the AHL, the Marlies beat the Stockton Heat in 7 in all. God damn. So Toronto versus Calgary in a way. In the old Calder Cup final. Let me take a look at the teams, take a look at the awards, and then we'll get to the draft in this episode and hopefully find some positivity. Now, the Florida Panthers, we'll take a look at them first. And they did have a dominant goal scorer. It had to have been their goalie. I mean, we've seen the Panthers quite a bit throughout this series. I mean, we know that they have a pretty decent team on defense. Of course, Stefan Schroeder, who led the way in a way with 11 points. The goaltender, Sergei Tutin. He's the guy. .944 save percentage. There's the reason for the Florida Panthers winning the Stanley Cup. As far as the Calder Cup goes, their goaltender was Robert Josephson. He had a .147 goals against average with a .946 save percentage. You want to look at why they just won the Calder Cup? That would be the reason. Although Nolan Sloan on defense did pretty damn well. And forward-wise, Carl, Timothy Kane, Tukkanen, Pierre Marchand. He was one of our players too. Yep, I thought that was the guy, and I thought that was the series. Pierre Marchand, drafted by the Caps, comes back to kick us out of the playoffs. God. And right when you say, oh, this episode can't get any worse, we're going to lose Nolan Patrick to retirement. It is going to happen. But taking a look at the player awards, Riley Tufte once again wins the Art Ross, Lundstrom the Hart, Reich wins the Norris, Hatcher the Lady Byng. I know, obviously, that's not Cal Foot as the rookie at this stage, but Tutin wins the Conn Smythe. Really? Is that Dave Semenoff winning the Vezina? I mean, obviously, the real-life Dave Semenoff wasn't a goaltender, but that's still pretty cool. Tootin the Jennings to Masterton to Breland. Nico Hischier won the Selke. Lundstrom to Lindsay. And Tufte the Rocket Richard. In the AHL, we were the regular season's point champions, so at least according to football rules, we would have at least won something. Did we take home any hardware? Is the question. On an individual level, yes, we did. Spencer was the goaltender of the year, so that would have been pretty helpful if he wasn't injured twice. Josefson was the MVP of the playoffs, of course, the Marlies goaltender. And Spencer also had the Spencer and O'Neill had the lowest goals against average in the regular season. But unfortunately for us, we fell just short. And now, as we move forward towards the draft, say goodbye to Nolan Patrick, guys. Say goodbye to Nolan Patrick. We're going to find the lottery results first. And we jumped up to 10th. That's not bad. That's not bad. I mean, we had the 10th pick in the draft, so that's good. I mean, you know, we didn't, like I mentioned previously, the last time that we missed out on the playoffs, we ended up getting Yuri Khudobin. Despite, it was basically the Philadelphia style, except instead of the second pick, we got the first pick. This time we get the 10th pick. Okay. Are we going to lose Nolan Patrick? Are we going to lose Nolan Patrick? I don't even want to hit the button. Oh, I don't even want to hit the button. And we don't have any veterans on our team aside from Nolan, so if there's any retired players, it's going to be him. Fuck's sake. Fuck's sake. Yes, he didn't retire. One more year. One more year of Nolan Patrick. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God he didn't retire. Whew. Okay. I mean, it was still a little bit of a waste of a season because we didn't make the playoffs. We do have the 10th pick, which kind of sucks, but maybe we'll draft somebody who has a decent overall and could immediately help the team. I don't know. Thank God, man, we didn't lose Nolan Patrick. Holy shit. Patrick Laine retires. Matthew Tkachuk. Austin Matthews. Elias Anderson. Casey Middlestott. Nico Hischier. It's so weird to see those players retiring. Charlie McAvoy. But Nolan Patrick. Nico Hischier retired a season before Nolan Patrick. God damn. Now here's the thing. Ah shit, I should have edited the trading block. I said I wouldn't trade Nolan Patrick. We all agreed to that. I mean, we all agreed to that. Here's the thing, though, about his trade value, right? Here's the thing. It's not going to be great. So I don't even think I could get a first-round pick for him at this point. So it's not really worth trading him. It's not worth trading him. I mean, yeah, see, look at his value. I could get maybe a second-round pick if I'm lucky. We're going to keep him. I'm going to do the same thing next year that I did this season. If we're a terrible team and it's clear that we're not going to make the playoffs, I will trade him at the deadline to the best possible team that I can. That's how we'll handle it. Even Svechnikov, his value is starting to drop. So if it's not, so we missed the playoffs this year. If next season it's looking like we're still going to be terrible, I will trade Nolan Patrick, maybe even Andrei Svechnikov to contenders. But James, Khudobin, and Wheating, they're here. They're locked down. They're not going anywhere. There's no chance. I refuse to let them go. But really quickly here, for this team, I think it might be O'Neill actually has good value. I mean, you could say like, oh, trade Quirk, but now is not the time. We're still going to try to get one more cup. The question is, as far as backups go, Crawford didn't have the best year. Do I trade him for a second-round pick and have Spencer be the backup next year, or O'Neill for that matter? I could definitely look to trade Crawford. And then on defense, I mean, yeah, there's really nobody I'd want to trade. I mean, and really, we need to focus on defense in this draft. We need help on defense so badly. So that's the thing. I'm trying to think if there's any like prospects or anybody that I really want to trade right now just to get extra picks. But I think we're okay. I mean, there are some guys I could clearly get rid of, like Prokop, for example. But that's an extra 4th round pick this year. What's the difference between a 4th round pick this year and next year? Nothing, really. So, Nolan Patrick's not going anywhere. And I think I'm going to hold on to Crawford just until the start of next season. I'll hold on to Crawford. I'm not worried about getting a 2nd round pick this year. I mean, I don't know. I could definitely trade him. But is Spencer going to be good enough to be the NHL backup? You could argue, well, Crawford wasn't good enough to be the NHL backup this season. If I'm trading anybody, it's probably him. I mean, looking at the age of some of these players, I mean, Prokop isn't going to get better. You know what? Fuck it. Let's take the risk. Let's take the risk and trade whoever the hell we can. I fucking hate this chair. Oh my god. I really do need to get me one of those spiffy gaming chairs you see every fucking YouTuber and Twitch streamer ever have. I'm gonna get myself one of those. Eventually. But let's see here. What can I do? And actually, let's go talk to Pittsburgh and Chicago, because they were legitimately the two worst teams this year. We'll try to get as best of pick as we possibly can. I don't think I could get a third-round pick for Prokop, to be honest. I'll try for next year's third. Let's see, will that go through? Absolutely not. Oh, he has an expiring deal anyway. Well, shit. I should probably pay attention to that, huh? Alright, so Prokop's not going anywhere. I think Crawford's got to go. I think Crawford has to go. How about Korobov and Blacker? I can trade Blacker, which is good. Strachan's not going to get any better, but he's worth holding on to. So let's get rid of Blacker. And we'll probably get a 4th round pick out of it. But that's fine for now. I mean, it's not going to make a major difference, but let's I'll try for Pittsburgh's 3rd round pick next year, but there's no way. Yeah, so whatever. Oh, fucking goddamn it, EA, with your goddamn menu that changes whenever the hell it wants to. It glitches out, so you gotta, switch. You gotta fucking hit left to right and all this shit. It's bullshit, is what I'm saying. Anyway, Blacker. I'll trade you for a 4th round pick this year. Again, I can only trade individual players for individual picks. I'm not allowed to trade multiple prospects for multiple or even better picks than what I can get for them. That is, that'd be a little bit cheap. And the point of this series is for the draft to be how we build. And it's worked out, but boy, is it looking a bit rough now at this stage in the series. But, oh, let's see here. Let's see. Morita is not happy, so we might end up trading him before the start of next season. Daly's not bad. Matthews was an AHL beast. I can't trade him now. Bouchard, 2 years left. 23 years old, 75 overall. I'm going to get rid of Bouchard. Everybody else can stay, though. Let's see. I should be able to get a 4th round pick for Bouchard as well. Let's go talk to Chicago. The Blackhawks, as they are known as. And we'll see. If I guarantee there's no way a 3rd round pick works, but at least a 4th round pick from a team that was terrible, and they don't even have their 4th round pick this year, so we'll try to get their 4th round pick next year, which will obviously go through. That's the point, though. We're not supposed to be winning on these trades, at least at face value. If I can actually, manage to draft well, it wouldn't be too big of a concern. And then on defense, who is there to get rid of? Vitali, still NHL level. Castonguay will keep. Person, still NHL level for the moment. Randall will keep. Yeah, I guess for now we're set. For now we're set. So it's just Crawford. Can we get a 2nd round pick for Crawford? Is the question. 23 years old. He's obviously going to be better. Like I said, you would assume at least 2 years left of Quirk, maybe 3, if not more. So I have time to draft our next big goalie. I have time to do that. So let's see if we can flip Crawford here. Geez, could I get Chicago's 2nd? Could I get that 2nd round pick? And of course they have Ferentz, who we could have taken last year. We didn't. I don't necessarily regret that. Can we get Chicago's 2nd for him? No, we can't. Shit, how about Pittsburgh's? If we can't get Pittsburgh's, I'll have to go and check the order again. We'll see. Pittsburgh wants to trade their 2nd round pick. Will this go through? Yes, it will. You know what? I'm cool with that, man. I'm cool with that. We can get a medium starter goalie in the 3rd round, the 4th round. I'll take Pittsburgh's 2nd round pick. That's the 31st pick. That might as well be a 1st round pick for Crawford. I'm all right with that. And honestly, when did we draft him? What round did we draft Crawford in? Because I might have just turned a 2nd or a 3rd round pick into basically another 1st round pick. It might as well be. Let's see. When was Crawford selected? And they have shit goaltenders anyway. Wow, yeah, Crawford was a 4th round pick. So I turned a 4th round pick into the 31st pick of the draft. Could we have used him? Sure. I mean, especially, too, if we're concerned about Cork retiring, but we're not. We have time to get that next big goaltender later on. So we added a few more draft picks. Let's do this. It's draft time. Let's go through here. This is going to be a fucking hell of an episode, by the way. But, of course, we have the 10th overall pick. One elite player in Hickets. You have 2 high top 9s, a medium elite from Vancouver. This did not look like it was the best draft so far. Wow. Like, really. And by the way, I'm so glad as far as Crawford goes. The original rule was I'm not allowed to trade them for a pick higher than what round they were drafted in. Glad we changed that rule. As far as who we take here, there is no way that I'm taking Datsuk. A grinder in the top 10. I mean, although then again, last year, wasn't there a grinder in the first round? Or in the top 10? And I didn't pick him, and he ended up being really good. Shit, I'm already doubting myself. Art Meyer, Gogolev, of course, we're not going to know anything about the majority of these players, but that's just because of the way I was scouting out. I just decided, hey, I want to know everything about the CHL players, which is how we're set up. But then, of course, there's this Canadian guy. We scouted the OHL for 2 weeks, but somehow we only saw him twice, and we didn't get much information. We need the defense. So, Metropolit, Urkamps, Redden, Peterson. There's a high backup in Paille. See, I might be able to get Paille with that pick if he's somehow there, right? If I don't get Paille, I might be able to get Rodin. So there's a good chance that we end up with Crawford's replacement goaltender. But I can't afford to pick. I can't afford to pick them now. So Metropolit, Urkamps, who's an offensive player, Redden or Peterson. 3 offensive defensemen. Austin Peterson's 19, high top 6 potential. Redden is 18. I'm looking at Peterson at the moment because he might have the highest overall. Patrick Metropolit might be the best player, but he's 17, so he's going to be a few years away. And then Urkamps was 18. Do I go with Peterson because he's most likely to be the best overall defenseman out of all of them, and we need that immediate help. We need that immediate help. Damn. I mean, it has to be one of these defensemen. It has to be. Do I go with Peterson or do I go with Metropolit simply because he's higher up on the list? The people want Datsuk. Well, the people aren't getting Datsuk. I had the chat help me in the last episode. You guys blew your opportunity. You guys blew it last time out. So, yeah. Damn it. My selections got us here. I am confident. Peterson, though. There's a chance he's low top 4. There's a really good chance he's low top 4, but I'm taking the risk. We're hoping that he's medium top 4. Please be decent. Yep. Datsuk was medium top 6, but he's a medium top 6 grinder. Arnott was medium top 6. Linzen, medium top 9. D'Agostini, medium top 9. I want to get to those other I am confidence. Did I say I am confidence over I am confident? I told you I can't speak tonight. I told you. Those other defensemen I passed up on. Redden was medium top 4. Alright. Metropolit was low top 4. Okay. Alright, Georges was medium top 4. So Georges or Redden, they were the pick. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Should have taken Datsuk. There was no way I was taking Datsuk. We need the defensive help. He's a grinder. It's not like he's going to put up 30 goals a year. Oh, let's see. Where the hell? Wow, okay. Well, Peterson, he's not even better. Like I thought he was 65 overall. All right, the players we just missed out on went to Winnipeg and Minnesota, I believe. Let's take a look. In fairness, Redden doesn't have that much better value. He really doesn't, and he's a 59 overall. So I don't regret passing over Redden. It's looking like our decision. It doesn't really look like there was a clear win here, does it? Even Georges. I mean, Georges was the clear win. 73 overall at 19 years old, but his value? It's the same as the other guys. There was no winning here. It didn't matter who the hell we picked. They were all shit. They were all absolute garbage. There was no winning that scenario there. I mean, yeah, I could have taken the forward. We needed the defensive help. Overall, the pick wasn't bad for what it is. You could have said, oh, you know, I mean, Datsuk, but no, I would have gone with Arnott or Linzen had I known how good they were. So, yeah, man, it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's see. Paille was medium elite, by the way. Paille was medium elite, and the Swedish goalie is also off the board. So hold on, let me double check here. Like I said, I wouldn't have taken them with the first pick because we don't need that defensive help immediately. Yeah, both goalies though would have been pretty decent. People are wanting to see Datsuk, which is fine. Again, I never would have picked him because he's a grinder. I never would have picked him, but that's fine. Let's take a look at Datsuk. He went to Columbus, didn't he? I just looked and I already forgot. 58 overall at 18 years old, and not the best trade value. Better trade value than the defenseman. This is an awful draft. Like, I'm calling it now. This is an awful draft. Oh my god. Anyway, let's make this pick, the Pittsburgh pick that we acquired for Crawford. And we have Nolan, Jaspers, or Dylan. One of these guys looks like the pick. We also have a Sexsmith, but probably not. So Nolan, high AHL top 6. So what the hell is he going to be then? The 6'3", 199 playmaker. He's like the Kevin Hayes of this draft, 17 years old. Howard Jaspers, 18-year-old playmaker. Probably, I mean, at best medium top 6, probably low top 6. And then Dylan, Dave Dylan, probably medium top 4. In fairness, yeah, probably low top 4. To whoever just mentioned that I could trade the draft or trade that 10th pick, I can't. I'm not allowed to do that. God, let's see. There's Alvaro. We don't know a damn thing about him though. Literally nothing. Literally nothing. But that might not be a bad thing in hindsight. Sexsmith, probably low top 6. Probably low top 6. I do have people in chat. I mean, I don't know. Would Nolan be? I don't trust you guys, though, man. That's the thing. What are the odds that Jaspers or Sexsmith are medium top 6? It's either they're medium top 6 or they're low top 6. It's one or the other. We do have 2 goalies here. Hopefully I end up with a goalie in this round. Right? I have 2 second-round picks. So Engrind or Tarvinen? Or Peterson, for that matter. Peterson. So we'll end up with a goalie with our second pick. So we have to take a forward or a defenseman here. So Morgan Nolan, Jaspers, or Dylan. And again, man, I need that defensive help. Do I go with Alvaro because I know nothing about him? Or do I go with Dylan or just Nolan? You know what? I don't think I've ever taken someone with high AHL top 6 potential. For the love of God, please be high bottom 6. Please. Please, Nolan. Please, I'm begging you. Please, thank God. Okay. Alright. Well, that's a bit of a hit with that pick. Peterson went immediately and he was elite. Fuck. I mean, that's the thing, man. If you talk about what we need right now, right? Nolan's a good pick. Yes, that goalie would have helped. We still have Quirk for 3 years. So there wasn't that pressure to end up with Peterson. Would it have been nice to have him? Sure. But I'm alright with it. Let's take a look at who we passed up on. Sexsmith was low top 6. Glad we avoided that. Supre I didn't have any information on. Alvaro was medium top 4. Dylan was also medium top 4. Jaspers was medium top 6. So, tough to say. I mean, I don't know. Obviously, with hindsight, I would have wanted Peterson. But, I mean, going with Dylan or Alvaro would have been the better decision. Going with one of those two would have been the better decision because I needed the defense. I needed that defense, but we still have time in the draft. I will check Peterson's value really quick. But yeah, I should have gone with one of those 2 defensemen in hindsight. But that's okay. That's okay. We ended up with a decent forward. But let's take a look at the goalie that we passed up on. We're still going to end up with a decent goalie. They might not be medium elite. Yeah, Peterson would have been a good goalie to end up with. They drafted 2 goalies, didn't they? Peterson and Paille. Both medium elite. And they're just about the same as Ferentz, who we passed up on last year. So, I mean, Peterson's going to be a good goalie, but, you know, he's not anything, like, overly ridiculous. He's not going to be a franchise-level goaltender, you would at least assume. But let's take a look. For the guy we ended up with, you know, I was happy with high bottom 6 because he has a good chance to develop. 60 overall at 17 years old, though. Never mind. I mean, I'm happy, you know, potential-wise, he's all right. That wasn't the right pick. We should have gone with Peterson. I mean, even Jaspers, Dylan, or Alvaro. Sexsmith would have been a disaster. So, I mean, we ended up with somebody decent. Obviously, with hindsight, it's easy to say we should have gone with somebody else. But I should have just gone with the defense we knew. And obviously, I came into this draft saying I need defensive help. And we didn't go with it. And now, we have to decide what to do here moving forward. We could take a risk on this defenseman, Kari Sivonen. We could take a risk on him. He looks to be the best, him or Pollock, and we know too much information on Pollock. So it's Sivonen or I end up with one of the two goaltenders. Both butterfly goalies, 6'1" for Engren, 6' for Ricard Tarvinen, 18 years old for both of them. Yep. Damn. Or do I go with, I mean, it's a Finn, no matter what. When's our next pick after this? I mean, obviously we don't have another one. It's going to be a long time before we get another pick. Let me call another time out here. Man, these past two drafts have been pretty damn brutal. Do I go with the goaltender or do I go with the defenseman? I know I can end up with a decent goaltender next year in the second round at this time. Right? So I'm going to take the risk on the defenseman. It's what we need. Fuck it, it's what we need. Savonen, please be good. Oh my God. Man, I cannot catch a break. I cannot fucking catch a break in these last 2 years. Holy shit. Took a risk, and it didn't pay off. Frazee, Ladine, we didn't really have too much information on them. They would have been the picks. Timander, Kwong. Now, they're medium top six, but they're going to be the medium top six players that don't have much potential. So I'm not shedding too much of a tear, but yeah, obviously missing out on medium top six players sucks. Tarvinen was medium starter, as you would expect, but again, we can end up with a medium starter next year. Dillman wouldn't have been a bad pick. Shit, man. Engren was medium fringe. Whew. Pollock was medium top six. Would have been decent enough to end up with him. We cannot catch a break when it comes to drafting right now. We really can't. We really can't. Oh, do I just take this goalie Allen, who will probably be decent? No, fuck it. Well, we don't need any goalies this year. Again, we still need defensive help, and we have like no information on anybody at this point, but we have Somik, Hawk. Who else do we have here? Projected in the third round, we have Pratt, Skula. I mean, Pratt's medium top six at best. Bedrick Skula, 18 years old. Let's see, Hawk is also 18, and Somik also 18. Well, shit. Well, shit. I have no information on any of these players, of course, so it's really just shot in the dark, hope for the best. We have a defensive defenseman, a two-way defenseman, and another two-way defender in Skula. Right. I take the power forward and Thomas Lapisto, 6'4". He's also 20 years old. He'd probably be half decent, to be honest. We have the two-way forward in Hemsky. We have the grinder, the Italian grinder, Marshall Gilbert. Yeah, that's Italian, all right. Leonard Legacy. We have another grinder in Wah. Whew. God damn. Fuck it. Shot in the dark. Power forward. Lapisto. Please be decent. I'm begging you. Low top 9. Alright, well, who should I have taken? Legacy, Wah. Yep. Okay, well. Whew. This couldn't be going worse, really. This really couldn't be going worse. I'm gonna go with let's go with Hawk. Why not? That's why, because he's terrible too. He's terrible too. Could have gone with Myers. Could have gone with Corriston, Sundin, Somik, and I mean, yeah, just I don't even care to look. I don't even care to look at the players I passed up on at this point because it's going that poorly. Ben DeHaan's a sniper. You don't really want a fucking medium top 9 sniper. Exact defense. I mean, you're going to be low top 6. So let's see. I can go with this defenseman. I can go with. All right. So it's Ulrich or Knubel. Those are the two. Those are the two picks. The German Theodor Ulrich or Shane Knubel. I'm going to go with the defenseman. Because we need the help. Ulrich. Another low top 6. I can't escape it. We have the first 2 picks of the 4th round. Holy shit. 3rd to 4th round. Getting into the 4th round. I'm losing all hope. Albrecht. How good are you? Stefan Albrecht. Not that great. We have a bunch of... We have the pair of... What is that? The Ukraine? 2 Ukrainian forwards. Valery Bykov and Victor Alexandrov. Let's take the Ukrainians. Shall we? I'm 90% sure that's Ukraine. I'm not entirely sure. But let's take the pair of Ukrainians. Shall we? One was good, one was not. But that's okay. We'll just pretend that they're best friends and that we just made their life by drafting them together. Pelletier, Albrecht. They would have been good picks. Yeah, I'm going to stop looking because I don't care to know. At this point, I don't care to know. I really don't. All right, who the hell are we taking next? Lazarev, maybe. Offensive defenseman. We got another Ukrainian, and listen, I should take him too. I should take him too. We got another German defenseman. Oh my god, at this point, oh wow, another Ukrainian. I'm taking all Ukrainians in the 4th round. Fuck it. I'm giving up. I'm giving up. You're terrible too. Let's go. Next pick. Do we have another pick in the 4th round so I can take another Ukrainian? Yes, we do. Let's go. Ukrainians everywhere. The other one was selected, unfortunately. Boo! You ruined my fun. You ruined my fun. Alright, so who the hell can I take here? We have this Russian power forward, Ivan Alexeyev. Or I could go with Pascal Judry. Let's take the Russian. Why not? He's shit too. Of course he is. Why wouldn't he be? I've given up. I've given up. For the love of God, I hope the draft and the scouting and everything, I hope it's different next year. I really do. And I'll have a video coming out. Not sure when, but soon. Talking about what I think the draft should be. And what the scouting should be. Moving forward. And it'll never happen. But we'll see. Should I take Roussel just because I know nothing about you? No, I shouldn't. Ray Roussel, you're terrible. We have another Finnish defenseman. We have a Swedish defenseman. That's weird, though. Wow. Why do I have that much information on the Swedish defenseman when I didn't even scout him? Interesting. Interesting. You know what? Considering I didn't even scout him, I'm intrigued that I have that much info on him. So fuck it. Let's take him. Medium 7th. You know what? All things considered, not the worst pick in the world. Not the worst pick in the world. You want to see worst picks? Watch the prior draft and this one. You'll see worst pick. Or worst picks, I should say. Who the hell to take here? Who do we not have info on? Because all these guys are shit. Absolute shit. Oh, wow. We got a Frenchman. We got someone from Bosnia and Herzegovina. Nice. Rousseau. Jack Rousseau. Or Jody Downing. Let's take Rousseau. The Frenchman. Let's take the Frenchman. Low 7th. Yay. Fucking stick to your day job of making baguettes. You're not much of a hockey player. Is that offensive? Like, is that offensive? I have no idea. Oh my god. And with the last pick, do I take Davidson? Do I take Finley? Who do I take? I don't know. We have a DiPietro. How about league interest? Do I go with Finley? How good is Finley? Gabriel Finley. I believe that's Austrian. I can't remember though. Or is that Polish? I can't remember. It's one of the two. Damn it. I don't need a goalie. Chat, stop it. I'm not taking a goalie. I don't need a goalie. We still have Quirk. We are fine. Although, in fairness, I do need a 5th goalie now. But I think I have an unsigned one. Either way, doesn't really matter. Are you 20? Solis, you are not. How about Lowry? Nope. Yazuniov. Maybe. I'll take you anyway. No, I do actually need to take a goalie. It's not going to be a good one. But I need to take one for the moment. Walker, how good are you? Not great. Lindstrom, how good are you? Not great. Tarnstrom, 19. Well, that's a little bit better. Craig. Hey, Stan Craig, you're 20. We'll take Stan Craig, because I can actually sign him. There you go, Stan Craig. Low backup. But you know what? You're good enough for a 5th goalie next year, and then I'll trade you for nothing the year after. There you go. I believe the 2 worst drafts in this series have just happened back-to-back. I'm pretty sure. Well, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. We have Nolan Patrick for another year. The team itself is still looking okay. I'd say we have the potential to make the playoffs next year. We haven't seen some of the progression from other players moving forward. The Hershey Bears were good last year and will probably continue to be. We will sign O'Neill. We will sign Spencer. One of those 2 will be the backup next year. We'll sign Craig as the 5th goalie, although in fairness, I could have just, picked up a veteran. But that's fine. We'll sign him. Who the hell cares? Peacock, do we want to re-sign you? Probably just to trade you. We have a lot of RFAs. Damn. And a lot of just garbage pick. Next year's draft is going to be ridiculous because I'm trading all of these players, all the low top 6 and all that. So I'll just get more chances next year. It's fine. It's fine. What was this? Louis Lehoux? Was that your name? It was. We'll at least sign Louis Lehoux. We'll bring him on. Another UFA and Meekanoff, 74 at 20 years old. I guess you're at least worth sending an offer to. 77 overall, 20 years old. Low top for LeBlanc. We'll bring him on here too. I'm not going to worry about the RFAs just yet. We'll take care of that afterwards. Winquist. Sure, we'll bring you back at $6.2 million. You're fucking absurd for asking for that much. But you know what? I'll sign you to it. Whatever. I can afford it. Oi, Witka. I'll sign you as well. Meze, 73 overall, 21 years old. We'll probably sign you just to trade you. Bennett, 71, 21 years old. You're gone. Screw you. Korobov, I'm not going to do anything with yet. Wow, that was the enforcer we took oh so long ago. He is out of here. And then for centers, Nolan Patrick needs a new deal. Try to drop him down to 5.3. We'll save a little bit of money. Zontag, we have to bring you back. It is a requirement. We'll sign Foucault as well, and then Tapper, 71 overall, 20 years old. We could probably get something for you. So we'll try to sign you. We'll try to sign Kelly as well. Basically, I'm going to send out a shitload of qualifying offers as well to handle all of the RFAs. God, this episode ended in pretty extreme disappointment, did it not? Did it not? I mean, that's the thing. Like, the 10th overall pick, I'm still confident. I mean, based off of who I would have, actually selected. I mean, that wasn't too bad. But the rest of the picks, I mean, that's the thing. The scouting, I mean, I could fucking scout at every region for 3 weeks or whatever, and it's just, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're never going to get as much information on the prospects as you actually should, and that's my defense for being absolutely terrible at drafting. But yeah, considering half the chat comments are, oh, pick this guy, we look back and he's terrible too. I don't think you guys are as good at drafting as you think. You're just as shit as I am. So welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. All right, so let's see. UFAs, we had 2 players that weren't able to accept, so I do have to probably get rid of some RFAs here, which is fine. Who am I going to get rid of? Matthews, boy, you had a really good season, but I have to get rid of you because we need space for players that are actually going to make the NHL. And who else? Who's 23 and terrible? That would be Korobov. You are also gone. So we go over to UFAs. We'll sign up a Weller and Tapper. We'll look to trade them. We are going to have so many picks next year. It's not going to be fun because we're going to miss on 90% of them, just like we did today. That's the way it is. Tapper and Clinton Weller have accepted, so I can send an offer to all of those RFAs. And yeah, our team will be set for the next episode, although I must say, what to do? What's my cap space like? Okay, yeah, I'm fine then. Let's re-sign Fortier, Rankin, Peacock, Naslund. God, sending out all these offers is so much fun. Lundstrom, Daly. Say the names with me. Backstrom, Castonguay, Fost. I'm going to trade so many players. Saprikin, Wennerberg, Prokop, Mirko Krokop, and Stafford. There we go. Oh my God, Arnold Palmer, save me from myself. Arnold from beyond the grave, save me from myself. Everybody accepted, lovely. I'm at the very least, I'm going to the start of the next season. I'm making all those trades. While I have the idea fresh in my mind, I'm making all of those trades. Do I think I'll sim another season? Probably not. I think I'll just get the team set up because, again, there are a lot of trades I have to make. But, yeah. Yeah, we'll see. We will see what happens. Damn it. We still got some other stuff to record tonight. That we do. I also have like an hour and a half worth of follows that I gotta mention at some point. But let's go. Simming to the next season. We of course cannot sign any free agents. If we do, they have to be veterans, and as it is, we don't have any contract spots left. So it's fine. But let's get this team set up for the next season. And we'll see what's happening from there. God, that draft was shit. And obviously, man, with hindsight, you can say, like, oh, you know, you should have taken this guy. But, damn, man. And at the end, towards the end of that draft, I'm like, all right, fuck this, let's just get through it. How many Ukrainians did I draft? 4? Jesus, man. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. All right, let's get to the start of this next season. We'll make 18,000 trades, and then we'll at least have this team set up for next season. I'm being told it was 3 people from Ukraine. I could have sworn... that's right, I was going for 4, and somebody was drafted before I could take him. I should have gone with that elite goalie, too. We didn't need him, though. That's the thing. We didn't need that fucking goalie. It would have made sense to take him, but we didn't need him. Shit. Oh my God. At this point, I'm just waiting until we're absolute garbage again, and then I can get like a top 5 pick in the draft, and it's pretty easy to not fuck up from there. Unfortunately, Spencer didn't progress, but O'Neill did. So O'Neill will be the backup. Whenever I see the last name O'Neill, I think of 2 people. Well, actually, no, really, I think of just one. Think of the Futurama episode. Who gets that reference? Who gets that reference? All right, on defense, did we have any progression? No, we didn't. Which means guys like Vitale, Lundstrom, Backstrom, Persson, and Peacock, they're all being traded. Actually, Backstrom just got there. Backstrom was at the AHL level this year, or last year. But these other 4 who have been here for a while, they're gone. Like, it worked out. Titus, yeah, Titus O'Neill too. Titus worldwide. But, yeah. I mean, it worked out a few years ago where I traded some of the defensemen we had for a long time, and we ended up winning a cup. So I'm getting rid of pretty much all these guys. Like, we are going to heavily recycle out some players here. Like I said, the next draft, next year's draft, is going to be ridiculous, and it's going to have to be. Because once again, we're going to be on suicide watch, I mean Nolan Patrick watch, as we see if he retires again. So, yeah. And, yeah. Man. We have to win the cup this year. This is our last chance in this series. Because with how bad the drafting has gone, there is no way that we are able to recover. There's no way that we're able to recover. So let's see here. Vitale is the first person that we're going to look to trade. Let's see if we can send him to Anaheim. It said 49 out of 50. So there is a chance. But let's see for sure. Nope, that's not going to work. How about the Arizona Coyotes? Go back to being Phoenix, you scrubs, not being able to fucking trade with you. All right, Carolina, though. Carolina should be a saving grace. Can I get a 3rd round pick for Vitaly? I'm on drugs if I think that's going to actually happen. 4th round pick for Vitaly. Thank you very much. See you later, Ken. Have fun in Carolina. As somebody just mentioned in the chat, trade for the entire 4th round. That's pretty much going to be what happens here. That is pretty much going to be the case. Person, you are out of here. Although, in fairness, I might try to get the 4th round pick for next year. I'm going to try to get as many picks from Carolina as I can before having to move on. So, can I get a 4th round pick next year? Yes, I can. Thank you, Person. Have fun in Carolina with Andrew Tamora, the franchise-level player that we should have had 18 goddamn years ago. Or whenever the hell that draft was. It was quite a while ago. Castengway will keep. Lancet will keep. Lundstrom. You're not going to get any better. You're really not. So you're gone too. Can I also send you to the North Carolina region? Can I send you there? I don't really want to. Can I? Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'll take a 5th round pick for him. Whatever. Screw it. Screw it. He's not worth shit. He hasn't done anything in years. We're getting rid of him. We're getting rid of him. Wow, we have so much garbage. I'm going to try to get rid of as much garbage as I can. Like players who I think won't make it too. I am clearing out this team. Flat out, I am clearing out this team. Although, maybe he's 24. He's not going to get better. Just get rid of him. Just get rid of him. Who gives a shit? 5th round pick. Whatever. Thank you, Carolina. Appreciate it. Oh, you feel guilty. But how many cups do you have, Carolina? Since we started this series, I have 2. Just fucking scrubs. You take a franchise-level player from me, and you don't even want a cup with him. I want a cup with this scrub of just this fucking scrub squad here. And you're gonna fucking say, oh, I feel guilty for taking this trade. Fuck you. God damn you. Randall, you're garbage. You're garbage. You're absolute garbage. We're trading you too. Can we trade you to Carolina? Probably not. I think 49 is probably the limit. Let's find out. Oh, cool. Oh, no, that does work. They did have Rasmus Dahlin as well, and you wasted him too. Because you suck. 5th round pick. Thank you. Yeah, no brainer. You go ahead and you be happy about taking my garbage. God damn it. Fucking Hurricanes insulting me. I know what I'm doing, damn it. I'm a good GM. I've won 2 cups with this fucking team. And goddamn Carolina fucking acting like, oh, we just robbed you. Or how could you be so stupid to offer this deal? Go fuck yourself. That's how. Ridiculous. Castengway, you're still decent, I guess. Goddamn. Klein, I'm going to trade you in a minute, too. I just need to figure out who I'm trading off of this roster. Peacock, you're awful. We're getting rid of you. We're getting rid of you, too. You're out of here. You are gone. A capital G, but not a capital O. Never mind. Well, at least you're not going there. You might go to Colorado, though. I'll send you to the Rockies. Maybe you'll freeze to death. And then thaw out. Learn how to be a decent hockey player. Goddamn scrub. Nope, damn it. What was the team with 49? What was the team with 49? It was New Jersey. The Devils. Nope, okay, screw you too. How about Ottawa? How about Ottawa or not? Running out of teams to trade with. Pittsburgh. Thank you. How about a 3rd round pick, please? Save me from myself. 4th round pick for Peacock's not bad. 4th round pick for Peacock isn't bad. See you later, buddy. See you later. All right, let's go take a look at our roster for the moment now that I have been clearing out this team just a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, let's see. Roster moves. So who do we have on defense at the moment? Who do we have? So we have our 6 right there, and then down in the AHL, we still have 7 people, which is good. Who can I sign? Who can I sign? In the chat, I am not allowed to get more than 1 draft pick. It has to be a straight 1-for-1. I am not allowed to get multiple picks. For the record, that's just the rule of the series. Trust me. Trust me, I would be getting multiple. I would have multiple 1st round picks every goddamn year if I was allowed to trade in the way that I could. All right, maybe not 1st round picks, but still, I'd have plenty of picks. I would have plenty of picks. Unsigned defensemen. Who do we have here? Potential-wise. Oh my god, they're all low top 4 and they're all garbage. God. Oh, it's so bad. God, look at this. Oh my God. It's so bad. Fuck. Do I just trade them? They're not even worth, like, low top 4 occasionally works out, but it's like Peacock was low top 4 and he reached an 81. They're not even worth it. They're not even worth it. Like, yeah, Denis Pepin's looking all right, 70 overall, 20 years old. He's not worth investing time into. O.D. Marchessault is, so I'll sign him. But yeah, everybody else, Jesus, I'm gonna trade everybody. I'm gonna trade all of them. Every single fucking person. I'm gonna get as many draft picks as I possibly can. Good God. Medium 7th, you're not worth time, you know, the time invested. Every single one of these players, I'm going to trade them. I'm going to trade them. I am going to pick Horde as much as I possibly can to turn this team into a winner. Janssen's actually worth signing, though, so that's good. Let's sign you up. Low top 9, screw you. Medium bottom 6. I can sign both of you, and I shall. And then we're getting rid of everybody. That was originally kind of a rule that I wasn't really allowed to do that. I'm doing it now because who cares? We're far enough into this fucking into the series, and I need the help clearly in more ways than one. We're gonna sign Bykov. I don't have any more roster spots. Nolan, I am allowed to sign. Yoensu, not allowed to sign Guy Chartrand though. So Yoensu and Nolan, the last two that I have to sign. And yes, to answer the question, this will definitely be the longest episode of Draft to Glory, I imagine. This is going to be a marathon and a half, but damn it, you love it. Whether on Twitch, whether on YouTube. You love it. You said you don't mind longer episodes. Well, we're putting that goddamn statement to the test. We'll see how you feel about longer episodes once we're done with this shit. We'll see. Now, do I actually want to trade all those low top 6 guys? They're all going to be garbage. They're all going to be garbage. They really are. They're just not worth investing the time into. They're really not. Holy shit. How am I gonna... I mean, man. Am I really gonna do that? Hold on. Let me check one thing really quick. Let me check one thing really quick. And then we'll take it from there. We will take it from there. Good God, this video. Whew. Okay. Well, let's see. I gotta check the AHL again really quick. Actually, I gotta check roster moves in general, so it's a good thing that I hit the right button. As far as players that we are sending down, we gotta send down at least O.D. Marchessault. Forwards. Do we have more than 12 forwards? Yes, we do. So, Strachan and Daly will get sent down. Can I call anybody up? Yes, I can. Bergenheim actually progressed fairly well. So maybe I should keep people with low potential. Because, I mean, granted, he's the low elite and not low top 6. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm at least going to get rid of the people who I know aren't going to progress that well. But I guess the unsigned prospects, I'll just hold on to them. I'll hold on to them and see if they actually develop. And if not, I'll trade them later. It's not like I'm going to get anything for them now or later, regardless of when I trade them. So let's see. We have our 8 defensemen, which is good for depth. I'll just have to put O.D. Marchessault and Louis Lehill, my favorite name in this game, onto the actual team. And then we need to get rid of some forwards. Yes, we do, because I still need to sign 2 more. So... what am I going to do? Who am I going to get rid of? I have no idea. The end of my dynasty is coming to a close. You can't even call it a dynasty. We've only won 2 cups. But, yeah. It's not looking too good all of a sudden for this team. Very quickly we have declined. Let me look at that low trade value instead. So, Zontag is currently down in the AHL, which isn't good. Prokop isn't going to get better. So, you are out of here, son. Like I said, I still need to sign 2 other AHL level players. The fact that I'm seeing draft picks for 2041 is goddamn scary. Toronto, do you have that extra spot? No, you don't. How about... I gotta check the teams of 49, because you never know. Actually, I think we're pretty much screwed. Like, unless these teams with 49 contracts, unless one of them can actually, can actually end up taking that extra contract, we're screwed. I already checked Winnipeg. What the hell am I doing? Toronto didn't work. Let me check San Jose. Nope, nothing. Let me check Pittsburgh. Please? God damn you too. Ottawa. I already checked the Sens, and yeah, okay. Well, I'm screwed, and I'm stuck with all the players I have already, so I couldn't make any more trades if I wanted to. Which, yeah. Hooray for me. Hooray for me. But you know what? You just watch. Next season, we're going to make the playoffs. Nolan Patrick is going to lead this team to one final cup before he retires and walks off into the sunset. It's going to happen. Now, let's see. Kabanoff, Wennerberg. How old's Wennerberg now? 23, 24? How old are you? You're 23. Well, shit. We're going to give you a chance at the NHL level, buddy. Maybe. Castonguay is getting sent down. Who could we send down? So let's see. We have LeBlond. Oh, wow. The enforcer, Emmanuel LeBlond, is up to an 80 overall as a low top 4 defenseman. God damn. Well, at the very least, the team is going to be physical. At the very least. So, who could we send down here? It's got to be Wennerberg, right? It's got to be Wennerberg or the enforcer. And I know people are going to want the enforcer on the main team. So we'll send down Wennerberg. And then for forwards, who do we have here? We have one extra guy. Yeah, we have Naslund, who has to be sent down. Which means we're good to go because I literally cannot make any more trades. Every team is full as far as contracts go. So yeah. Not good, but let's see. Best lines here, Nolan Patrick's an 85. He might end up being better, of course, depending on the, depending once the team morale improves, which I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will. We have so many playmakers. You know what I'm going to do? Can I put Ross Lundqvist on the 4th line with Marita and Wojcicka? Yes, I can. We'll actually have Wojcicka as the center, which is fine. God damn. Oh, do we have any second line guys? We do. 48, Yell. Wow, we actually have a couple of second line guys, including Nolan Patrick. All right, so we're going to have Yell stay on the 3rd line because he is the oldest. Let's see, who is the best center here? That would be Rudy Yell. He'll be with Rankin and LeBlanc. Actually, I want Rudy Yell on the right side there. So we'll go with Lalonde as the center. And then Bergenheim on the right because 48 can play center. All right. Well, overall, I mean, the team's looking all right. Our lowest overall guy is an 83 overall guy. So it's not too bad, right? I mean, that's not awful. It could be much worse, but I am going to keep Nolan Patrick on the top line. I mean, he declined last year, but still had a pretty good season. Let's see. We got Backstrom and LeBlond. So let's have... Binneral, Backstrom, actually. You know what? God, do I want to tank the enforcer with Kabanoff? No, I'd rather have Backstrom there. So we'll have the 2 lefties together so that they can actually progress. And then, yeah, we have LeBlond, the enforcer, who actually, I mean, he isn't looking that bad. So you know what? Never mind. Here, we will have Kabanoff with him instead. And, of course, the goaltender, Steven Quirk. Will he bounce back? Down to an 89 overall. Will he bounce back? Who the hell knows? The AHL team, as we get this set up and we can finally end this goddamn marathon of an episode, Steven Tanaka, the backup goaltender. And who do we have here as far as potential goes? Mikanov, low top 6, but he is a 76 overall. We do have O.D. Marchessault and Louis Lehoux signed, but we'll leave them scratched. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? We just need the best team possible. And actually, do we have righties on the right? At least we do. Who's the best left-handed shot? It would be Lalancette as it is. Or Lalanchette. Who the hell knows? Who the hell cares? Poor Zontag down in the AHL. Poor guy. Let's see. So all we have here is medium top 9s. Really? Prokop is pretty awful. Do we have another grinder? We do. So we'll have Meje with Zontag and Prokop on the 4th line. In the AHL, let's see, we have 2-way forwards and power forwards, do we not? 2-way power, and what was Corrado? Do we have another power forward? I'm mistaken here. Hey, we do have Strachan. So sniper, playmaker, sniper, playmaker, power forward and Mikola. So do we have a right-handed sniper? We do. Gord Corrado. And then here we'll have Len Daly. Who's the better center? Probably Stafford. All right. This team's set up, or at least set up as well as it's going to be set up. Again, I'm kind of handcuffed because I can't make even more trades, unfortunately, which really sucks. God, this episode was depressing. It really was. From missing the playoffs with the Caps to having the Hershey Bears fall short, and then the draft, which definitely didn't help my psychological state at the moment. But yeah, goddamn. For those on Twitch, stick around because we are not done yet. But for those watching on YouTube, we are done here. This marathon episode of Draft to Glory has come to a close. So guys, that will do it for this one. In the next episode, Nolan Patrick's final season. I'm calling it here now. We got lucky that he's around for one more year. Will we be a playoff team? I doubt it. If we're not, Patrick gets traded at the deadline. So who knows what the next episode will bring. But I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are too. So guys, again, if you enjoyed, hey, feel free to hit that like button to help support the channel. To make sure you never miss a video, of course, you can join the notification squad. Subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on Twitter at Tukey24. Hell, follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Tukey24. Guys, yeah. Boy, for those live on Twitch, you get to enjoy more of my misery. But for those on YouTube, it's your lucky day, because this episode's over. I'll see you next time. Holy fucking shit, that was miserable. That was fucking miserable. My God. I didn't think a draft could go worse than it did last time, right? I didn't think a draft could go worse than it did last time. Holy shit. I was wrong. That might have been the worst draft I have ever had in any one of my series ever. Like, I don't know. I can't think of a fucking entry draft that was worse than that one. Oh my God. Damn. Damn. Whew. If you Google worst draft of all time, your video comes up. Well, I'd hope so. I did see that Kevin Klein retired. I know that was rumored. And it does suck that it actually happened, unfortunately. But, yeah, I mean, hey. Things more important than hockey, right? I mean, I do wonder, though, if the rumor's true, he'll go play overseas, or if he is really, just truly done with hockey. Because that was the rumor, that he would retire from his NHL deal, kind of like Kovalchuk, and then just go play elsewhere. But, oh, hey, coin total. I added 5K coins, and it looked like I added a hell of a lot more. God damn. Let's play some Van Halen. Make myself feel better. Make myself feel better with Van Halen. It's not Jump, though. So I don't know how much better I'll feel. By the way, allow me... Actually not. Z-Re Gaming 11. Thank you very much for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. You have a good one. But my God, I don't even know if I could catch up on all these followers, man. Holy shit, there were so many. There were so many. Oh my God. Because that was like a fucking 2-hour episode. Jesus Christ. What's the last one I named off? Alright, there we go. I think I found the last one I had named off. Holy shit. Fuck it. If you're still here, cool. If you're not, then this is for nothing. But Onthos664, I am the Prius. Hadles, Hodles27.